you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another video for you all. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the first 3 nodes that we can unlock now in the next stage of Doom Chapter 3. And fortunately for this next stage, we are allowed to actually use any type of character, so it's nice that they didn't actually restrict us. I was kind of messing around last night and just seeing what teams worked. For me, this is a team that worked for me, the Symbiote roster, and I was able to complete the 3 nodes with the roster at about 237 to 238k. So this is my team right here. Let's dive into the details. My Symbiote Spider-Man here with the 4 red. In addition, as you can see here, I do have him with the level 2 Raider just to be able to apply that vulnerability to ensure working hand in hand with the strikers on our team. With Symbiote Spider-Man, as you can see here, I do have both his basic as well as his passive T-Ford. I am going to work on getting his special and ultimate upgraded as well, but for the time being, didn't have any issues with just the current upgrades as it is. So that's my Symbiote Spider-Man. He's really going to be providing that healing for the team and applying the defense down in addition to that timely stun when needed. Next, you guys, to provide a little bit of sustainability in our team, buffs in addition to that buffer of being able to revive, I do have Anti-Venom here at 50k with the 5 red. Got super lucky with him in the red orbs. Additionally, he's the one with the level 2 striker, working hand in hand with Symbiote, applying that extra strike when he can and doing that additional DPS. The thing about Anti-Venom is he did actually come out through an event, so if you guys don't have access to Anti-Venom, Minerva is a great supplementary piece to replace him. She won't get the speed bonus from like such as Anti-Venom from Carnage, but Minerva has the revive. She also gains healing and additionally can support the team. In addition, she has a really good ultimate in terms of that bypassing that heal block. So definitely Minerva is a great substitute if you guys don't have Anti-Venom. So hopefully this gives you a sense of how strong Minerva will need to be. Next, you guys, it's absolutely crucial to have Carnage on this team. Having him at almost 50k here with the 4 red. In addition, for his ISO 8, he's going to be the opposite of Symbiote Spider-Man. He's going to be applying the Skirmisher here, working hand in hand, additionally to also apply the vulnerability. As you can see here, I don't have any T4s yet, but I am looking to upgrade him. It's just I wanted to see if I could do with a lower power team, and fortunately it worked out for me. So 49k here with the tier 12, and as you can see here, no T4s yet, but very crucial piece, especially for the Symbiote roster, providing that extra speed up. That's how we're going to gain advantage over the enemies, right? So I would say Carnage and Symbiote Spider-Man are the 2 most important pieces for this team. Next, you guys, I do have Venom here at 36k in the tier 10 with the 3 red. In addition, his ISO 8 didn't need to go up too high, just the level 1 striker to apply that extra damage, working hand in hand with Anti-Venom, especially when there's the vulnerability statuses provided by Skirmisher and Raider. So as you can see, no T4s on Venom's abilities, and he is only tier 10, didn't need to boost him up too high. He is tankier than most of the other symbiotes, and because of the speed up he gets from Carnage, very crucial. Last but not least, you guys, to provide benefits when there is an enemy or an ally that dies, Scream here, I got her at 35k with the 3 red. In addition, she's going to be similar to Symbiote, applying the Raider here. As you can see, we don't need the healers because we're going to be getting such a big boost up in speed that we're going to be able to supplement ourselves. Scream here at tier 10, no T4s on her abilities as well. So with Scream, she was also available via event, so I don't actually know if you know, for a substitute for Scream, I mean, you can use any character, but you know, she really helps takes away buffs. So I mean, if you guys really wanted, I would say Emma Frost is a great substitute, just because not only can she cleanse conditions on the team, but additionally she can also take away buffs. Agent Coulson's a good one. I'm just trying to see off the top of my head here. Proxima Midnight, I like her abilities. Hela is great for spreading conditions. So some good options here, but fortunately I haven't seen a lot of players have issues with the first 3 nodes, just because we're allowed to take advantage of so many different characters here. So with that being said, you guys, let's dive into the gameplay here for you all. So this will be the exact same team as my last 2 nodes here. As you guys can see, 237k Symbiote roster. Let's dive in now to the final stage here for the first part of chapter 3. So
as you guys will see here, we are actually up against only 3 characters at the very beginning, and yeah, just as you can see, it's going to be a combination of a couple of aim minions here in addition to hand. So going ahead here, I'm just seeing, you know, which characters we're actually up against. We're going to start first off, just finish off the hand. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. These guys aren't that powerful. Unfortunately, it doesn't even look like the second wave spawn, so we're going to just go ahead, take our time here, allocate some damage accordingly. Yeah, it's kind of a nice freebie for them to actually give us such a easy first wave, you know. Usually the third node of every third node of a series, usually it's trickier and harder. You know, that's the reason why some of the character unlocks are always on the 3rd, 6th, 9th node. But yeah, it's kind of nice. This first wave actually isn't really a big deal, so I don't think a lot of players will have issues here. So we'll go ahead, finish off that second last minion there, and boom, there you guys have it. That is 3 characters down, and now I see why the reason they did that is because it actually spawns a lot of Doom characters right after. So now, in this case, these all count towards the characters we have to defeat here. You can see that there's a total here of 7 Dooms. So going ahead here, we do want to take a look at and see who we're up against in terms of, are they clones or are they actually Dooms? But first and foremost, gonna apply some conditions here. Looking around here, I made the mistake here. What I should have done is actually start attacking the clones instead of the real wheel. So look for the ones, you guys, stun the real one, as you can see that I did there, and then focus on the ones that have the 22,000, you know, less power, because obviously those ones are the clones. Unfortunately, doesn't matter to our symbiote roster, because the moment we start applying those negatives, we're gonna keep lowering their health bar, and we are gonna get our turn meter and speed up compared to these guys. So we're gonna go ahead and finish them off, and hopefully before they even take a turn, right, which is very nice for us. So that's what I would do for first of all. Second of all, when Doom does get a turn, as you see that he just did there, he did actually cleanse all the clones already. So keep that in mind, you guys. Now there's actually only 3 real ones, so keep that in mind. Kind of nice already though, because as you can see in the top left, only 7 out of 14 enemies left. So it's kind of nice that I did that. So let's go ahead then. If that's the case, let's go ahead and finish off one of the real ones here. Start off by applying a boatload of negative conditions. Unfortunately, because we have more turn meter than them, we actually can't go ahead and finish off one of them. So we're gonna rinse and repeat now. And again, you guys, to be honest with you, just because I've only used the symbiote roster for these first 3 nodes, I don't know how it is actually with the other characters, because we get such an advantage in terms of speed. Anti-venom can revive our characters if anybody falls. You know, it's just nice that we can actually, the symbiote roster is one of the teams in the game that are known for applying so many negative conditions, and because of that, it really does improve our overall effectiveness for these nodes, especially when we can ability block, apply bleed. We have the ability to actually increase our attacks based on us reducing their health, and as well as gaining buffs when we take down them as well. So I mean, such a beautiful synergy. We're just gonna go ahead there. Let's apply that. Yep, so far so good. Nothing unusual, and I'm still trying to get the understanding of Doom and how he works. But now I know, you know, every couple of turns he has that ability to be able to essentially rejuvenate himself to full health, in addition to his clones. But I do believe that, you know, the best way to deal with Doom most of the time is if he ever has a clone, you have to take out his clones first, and then you can attack the real one, just because his strength is based off of the number of clones around him. So fortunately, when that Doom had his turn earlier in this wave, fortunately he didn't wipe us out with his attack. So I'm glad he wasn't like too powerful, like a 60,000-70,000 Doom may have proven to be problematic. Fortunately for us, these ones are only 40,000-50,000. So as you can see there, taking him out now, that does spawn actually 2 more waves. So we're gonna go ahead and stun that one. But as I said earlier, you guys, we're going to want to take out the clones first before we take out the real deal. So let's go ahead and do that, since the clones can actually be stunned, I believe. I don't believe the real one can be stunned, just because it turns actually into slow. So what we can do then is we're just going to go ahead with one of the clones, start attacking them with our negatives. And honestly, you could probably auto this, but you know, I like to manually, just to make sure I'm not making any mistakes here. But it is nice with this roster because we get so many attacks.
And there you guys have it. That should almost take out another one of the clones. There we go. And once again, guys, just resume attacking the next clone now. So making this look easy. So to be honest with you, I'm not sure if this is even a hard node, just because of the fact that like we have such a huge speed advantage over these guys due to our negatives, due to the fact that the lower their health is, we get more attacks. So please feel free to drop some comments, feedback in the down below, you guys. I'm very curious to hear back from you guys in terms of have you had any luck with other characters other than the symbiote roster. I sure don't feel it with this roster, just because we're just getting such a huge attack advantage in terms of how many attacks we can apply, and the negatives really just fuel us, and we just essentially the symbiote roster goes on a rampage. So as you guys can see there, that leaves the second last clone, and there you go. We're gonna go ahead and finish him off. So not too bad, you guys. As you can see right now, this is the same team that I've utilized for the first 3 nodes here of chapter 3, and haven't really struggled here, just because I think we were able to get lucky and find a roster that really shines in these first 3 nodes, especially with how well they synergize, the fact that we have revivability and to ensure we have the 3 stars. In addition, us gaining a huge advantage of attacks over the enemies due to the fact that our turn meter is just so much better and we're getting so much more speed than the enemies. So there you guys have it. That is for the first 3 nodes using the same roster I've utilized, the symbiote team. Hope you guys were able to gain insight from this video, and as always, I will work on the next chapters. I'll see you guys in the next one.